Poultry Diseases Part 4. Today we are going to discuss about the protozoal and fungal diseases. What are protozoal diseases? The poultry birds affected by the protozoa species. Protozoal species are nothing but there is single cell organisms that attack the poultry birds, and fungal diseases due to contamination in the bed. The birds are affected by the fungal diseases. These protozoal and fungal diseases are due to the improper sanitation or improper litter cleaning or poor maintenance in the farm. Here we can see the bird with various digestive system organs which have been infected by these diseases. You can see here with the pointer the mouth, esophagus, pharynx and gut. Here the crop, proventriculus, gizzard and here duodenum and cloacal, vent and anal region. So this is the large intestine. In different parts of the body, these birds are being affected. Protozoal diseases. There are two types. They are coccidiosis and blackhead histomonosis enterohepatitis. Blackhead histomonosis or enterohepatitis caused by a protozoan parasite Histomonas melliaridis. Transmission is direct transmission by infected water, feed or droppings has been proved. Indirect transmission is by infected eggs of the cecal worms, Heterarchis gallinarium is a major factor. Raising turkeys and chickens on wire and indoor decreases the incidences of blackhead. Species affected. Chickens and turkeys and peafowl are natural hosts to blackhead infections. Clinical signs and lesions. Affected birds are depressed, stand or sit with ruffled feathers and have yellowish diarrhea. So these birds are affected with, they can stand or sit with ruffled feathers, yellowish diarrhea, darkening of head parts, especially in turkeys, gave the name to the disease blackhead. Gross lesions include circular necrotic area in liver with a crater-like center and cheesy core in the CK. Lesions occur in the liver and also cecal region. Blackhead can cause high mortality, particularly in young turkey birds, but the disease can also affect older birds. In chicks, the mortality from blackhead infection is usually lower, young chicks being the most susceptible. Diagnosis: Clinical signs together with postmortem. Treatment with protozoan chemotherapeutics is usually effective. Such drugs can also be given at a preventive level in turkeys, starters and grower feeders. Growing turkeys on wire and indoor can reduce the incidences of blackhead to a large extent. So here the indoor rearing is most preferable to protect them from this blackhead disease. But even so, strict hygiene and elimination of cecal worms are important control measures. Now here you can see the blackhead infection, enterohepatitis. See this bird, they'll be falling down. They cannot stand. Histomonas megalius. Here the intestine is being affected. Coccidiosis is caused by a single-celled parasite of genus Emeria. The chicks, there are 9 species of Emeria. Most commonly, 5 species are most commonly affect the birds. Emeria acervulina, Emeria maxima, Emeria tenella, Emeria nectrix, Emella bruneti, Emella mivati. Transmission occurs due to the contaminated feces. Sporulated Emeria oocysts are the main means of transmission to the between the birds. The incubation period from ingestion to shedding of new oocysts is 4 to 7 days. Clinical signs such as weight loss may appear as early as 4 days post injection of infectious oocysts, but bloody droppings from Emeria tenella infection usually occur at 6 to 7 days post infection. Clinical signs vary by the species infecting the fluke. Other species such as E. tenella, E. nectrix, and E. buneti can induce sick and listless birds in combination with high mortality. Diagnosis is based on clinical signs including mucosal scraping of affected birds. Emeria acervulina is characterized by white spots on the mucosal surface of the duodenum and upper middle intestine. Maxima is not easily characterized by rosy lesions, although red pectake on the serosal surface of the middle intestine can sometimes be seen. These 3 species can cause significant morbidity and mortality characterized by bloody droppings. And E. tenella indicates hemorrhage of cecal mucosa or blood-filled cecae. Significant swelling of the middle intestine with both tiny white spots are present. In nectrix indicates petechiae on the serosal surface, like salt and pepper dots are seen. Bruneti cause redness and hemorrhage in the colon, neck of the cecum and rectum, but lesions are not diagnosed. Treatment: anticoccidial chemical effectively suppress sensitive Emeria species population. Drug develops very quick sometimes during a single broiler fork cycle. Therefore, most coccidiosis control programs do not rely on chemical anticoccidials. One method to develop controlled immunity is via feed medication and ionophore antibiotics. Ionophores reduce coccidiosis multiplication, allowing natural immunity to develop while preventing clinical outbreaks. Vaccination is already used almost exclusively for coccidiosis control in long life birds such as breeding and egg laying populations. Routine vaccination of broilers against coccidiosis is increasing and may eventually replace controlled immunity via feed medication. That means the birds have to be given very good feed which develops the immunity in them along with medication, and proper or in time vaccination has to be given to the birds. Now here we can see avian coccidosis. Emeria maxima. Here you can see the oocyst which is larger. Maxima is nothing but larger in size. Emeria bruneti. The oocysts are very compared to maxima they are smaller. Now here gross lesions of Emeria nectarix with frank hemorrhage in the midgut. You can see here this is the normal and this is the hemorrhage, and gross lesions of Emeria acervulina with white longitudinal plaque in the duodenal loop of a broiler chicken. See here you can see all the spottings, and this is the chick suffering from coccidiosis. It cannot stand for longer time, and here gross lesions of Emeria bruneti in small intestine of the broiler chicken. Here you can see the pepper-like spots that are present. Cecal coccidiosis. It is intestinal coccidiosis caused by Emeria tenella. It is a cosmopolitan distribution, and the low level of infection cause ill thrift and loss to the production. And mode of transmission is due to ingestion of sporulated oocysts with food or water. Clinical signs frequently seen in younger birds of 4 to 6 weeks old. Frequently an acute disease with diarrhea and massive cecal hemorrhage. Blood is seen in droppings 4 days after the initial infection. The birds become listless, eat little, and are notably thirsty if the bird remains alive until 8th or 9th day. Here mortality is more. Here in the growers itself you can see the bird is not able to stand. Cecum filled with partially clotted blood that ultimately consolidate to form cecal cores. The wall of the cecum becomes markedly thickened and enlarged. And here you can see the lesion E. tenella with frank hemorrhaging into cecal pouches in the broiler chicken. You can see here. And here the intestine is being totally affected by this intestinal coccidiosis. Total infection. Diagnosis. demonstration of oocysts from the fecal matter, mucosal scraping at necropsy, different diagnosis, blackhead, salmonella, cannibalism, blackhead and salmonella from cecum, and cannibalism is from, you can test it from blood in the feces. Treatment: sulfonamide, amorpholium can be sprayed, and good control and prevention. For all these diseases, control and prevention plays a vital role. Good management and sanitation, coccidiostatic medication in the feed or water. Young birds should be raised apart from the older birds. Feeder and waterers should be thoroughly cleaned weekly and kept on wire platforms. And vaccination. Now coming to the fungal disease. In fungal disease, you have aspergillosis. In fungal, the hyphae are developed. Within no time, the hyphae multiplies and spores are formed. When the spores burst, the infection spreads. And aspergillosis and mycotoxicosis. Aspergillosis or fungal pneumonia. It is causing aspergillosis in poultry is Aspergillus fumigatus. It is caused by Aspergillus fumigatus. Transmission. Transmission is by inhalation of fungal spores from contaminated litter. Hatcheries may also contribute to infection of the chicks. Species affected: young chicks are more susceptible and older chicks are more resistant to infection. It may attack turkey, poultry, peahens, quails, ducklings and goslings may also become infected. Clinical signs: infected chicken are depressed and thirsty. Gapping and rapid breathing can be observed. Mortality is variable from 5 to 50%. Gross lesions involve the lungs and air sacs primarily. Yellow-white pin-headed sized lesions can be found. Sometimes all body cavities are filled with small yellow-green granular fungus growth. Diagnosis: Aspergillus fumigatus can be identified microscopically or sometimes with the naked eye in the passage of lungs, in the air sacs or lesions of the abdominal cavity. Aspergillosis can be confined to isolation and identification of fungus from lesions. Coming to treatment and control, there is no such specific treatment for the infected birds. The best is to remove and destroy affected birds. Strict hygiene in breeders, that is hatching eggs, and hatchery management is necessary. Choice and quality of litter is also important to prevent the spore-bearing wood, shaving or straw are used. Hatchery control with antifungal disinfectants may be critical to cleaning and disinfection procedures to control fungus infection. Now here you can see the coagulated fibrinous executed Here it is contaminated. See, here you can see the contamination enlarging of the lungs. Multiple gray or whitish yellow dense nodules in the lungs. Here you can see all the nodules, small coming out. Here you can see candidiasis in the crop mycosis. Next, fungal diseases of the in the poultry. Mycotoxicosis. Mycotoxicosis refers to all those diseases caused by the effect of toxins produced by the fungus. There are different types of toxins. Aflatoxins are produced by Aspergillus flavus. T2 phosphoretoxins by Fusarium species. Ochrotonin by Aspergillus. Rubrotonins by Penicillium rubrum. Route of infection is by ingestion of fungal spores. Once toxins have been formed, it is difficult to avoid their biological effects. Signs and symptoms: diarrhea, paralysis of incoordination, reduced feed efficiency, reduced weight gain or egg production, hatchability, plain, shanks, combs, bone marrows. Treatment. The most effective treatment is removal of source of toxins. Additional and antifungal feed should be given. Administration of soluble vitamins and selenium. Finally, dipped copper sulfate in the feed for 7 days should be done. Prevention. Mycotoxicosis may be prevented by careful examination of feed raw materials, reduction in water content of the raw materials, and hygienic storage. Antimycotic feed additives may also be used but may not deal with the toxins already formed. Thank you. We will continue part 5. In part 5, we will see the poultry diseases, that is parasites, ectoparasites and endoparasites.